Hello children, welcome to Story Time with Miss Nidhi. Today I'm here with yet another story for all of you. But today's story is a bit different from the ones we've been reading all this while. Today's story is going to make you all think and reflect. And I also have an activity for all of you to do once we have finished reading the story. Let me share with you the name of today's story. The name of today's story is Home, and the author of this story is Fausto Aria de Santos. It has been published by Pratham Books. This story is about Hasina and her family who lived happily in their rainy village until one day the tides turn and Amma and young Hasina are swept away by fear. They join a river of escaping people. They become refugees in a new country, away from everything that is familiar. A story that explores the meaning of home. So come along, read with me today the story Home, and let's find out what Hasina went through. Tip, top, drip, drop. I sing with the rain, jumping over puddles on my way home from school. The crinkly metal sheets covering the houses in our village sing along. Tip, tip, drop, drip, drip, top. I love the rain, but sometimes I completely disapprove of it. It's not as bad as beetroot, but I can get annoyed when the sky can't decide if it's happy or sad. Again, I complain to the clouds. Again, the clouds send down a never-ending river of droplets. Dada says our family has lived in this village, Fizon, since the grandparents of the great-grandparents of the great-great-grandparents of our great-great-great-grandparents. That is more than 300 years. We make scarves and shawls. Each one is very special. But I love most the shawls that Dada makes. They are so big and soft. I sleep with one of his shawls curled under my arms. Amma weaves boards instead of threads. She's the most theatrical storyteller in the whole village. Unlike Abbu, who tells stories at the pace of an old tortoise. Our village is surrounded by rice fields, lush green and vast, with homes made of bamboo, scattered like stars in the sky. Our country is big, but we are not allowed everywhere. Amma says we can only go to places where people look like us. Luckily, the village has everything I need. My family, my friends, and fields to play in. The only thing we lack is a doctor. Which is why when I begin sneezing more times than a train, choo-choo, Amma takes me to a doctor in the village 2 hours away. As we prepare to leave the clinic, I hear the masjid's loudspeaker, but instead of singing, the imam is shouting, "Run west! Everyone run west! Run with what you have in hand! Don't go home! There's no time! Armed men are coming towards us and burning everything they pass. We are afraid they may kill anyone who crosses their path. Run, west, run!" The imam sounds terrified. All I have in my hand is Amma's hand, and all I can do is to hold it tight. Everyone else is holding something or carrying someone, and so we run west with hundreds of other people. Just like many droplets create a river, we form a river flowing west. Each droplet is a person walking, running, stumbling. This never-ending river crosses rice fields, orchards, forests, and hills. New droplets join. Many are lost along the way, but the droplets I want most, Abbu, Dada, Mami, the rest of our family, never join the river. People river crosses what Amma says is a border. She says we are in a new country now, but everything looks the same. Do rivers know they have crossed borders? Do they even know what borders are? We are in an open and barren field. On one horizon, horizon, rice fields fade into where our home was. On the other horizon, a town fades into the ocean. The empty field slowly fills up with tents and huts. Food is not grown here. People give it to us. Water does not come from wells. It arrives in trucks. Amma says we are safe here. But what about Abbu, Dada, and Mami? Are they safe? I look and look all around me. Safety seems to have become an open field inside an invisible bubble. Here we are living in the hope of going home someday. Is it even possible to feel safe without a home? Safe without my family and friends? I often wonder, where is home? Is it here or is it where my family is? Can home be in two places? A part of my heart will always be in Faizum. But is it still home if we never go back to it? School starts, 2 years pass. Abbu, Dada, Mami and everyone I love never come. Amma and I are still here. We are told we cannot leave this camp, but everyone also keeps saying we can't stay forever. On one side there is still the road to Faizan, on the other the ocean. Sometimes we think of escaping, but today I have school. Hasina, did you cover the books in plastic? Amma shouts as I hurry off to school in the rain. Yes, Amma, I did. I yell back, trying to be louder than the crinkly plastic sheets that sing tip, tip, drop, drip, drip, top. So children, that was the story of Hasina, and I felt quite sad and terrible after reading her story. Do let me know, how did you feel after reading this story? So children, now as I had told you that we are going to do a task after we have finished reading this story. All I want you to do is imagine that how Hasina must have felt after moving to a different country, leaving her family behind. Think from her perspective and write a journal entry about how she would have felt. And do not forget to share with me. I will be back soon with yet another interesting story for all of you. Till then, keep reading and stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my stories.